Today we're going to keep on testing. We're going to go through at least 3 other champions today. Yeah, we'll probably just keep doing this the whole week, and then maybe early next week is when we'll do the full 6-star tier list. Yeah, but we're going to start out with Darius, and last time we played him, we focused more on a Darius-specific build, trying to make sure that he was actually useful. But even with that, we only played him once, I think, and that was not even a time we needed to play him. It's just like, oh, I guess we should probably drop him at least sometime in the entire adventure. So this time we're going for a entirely passive build with him. He is not the person we're going to necessarily be focusing on. So we're just going for loaded dice, extra rerolls, and then power and items, extra starting gold, extra stats for our units, and then black shield to just protect all of our units, because with Darius, that is one of the main ways he can get countered, is the enemy shutting down your units, especially the ones that get their power increase from your 3rd star power. So this should be pretty good passive build. Darius is one of the best champions with this sort of passive, laid-back type of playstyle. We're not focusing on the main champion. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab him here. And I think, again, we'll keep testing people in the Viego adventure here. But before we hop in, we'll just drop again. Quick little ad break. So if you need to go to the bathroom, get a drink, anything like that, you have a minute and a half, and then we're going to load in here. Hello, Beer Bob. Welcome. Hello, Rivi. Hope you're all having a good morning. I'm a little bit more sleepy this morning, despite the fact that I feel like I had a good sleep last night. Oh. Yeah, I'm hoping that with testing Darius that we can have him be a little bit higher on the tier list, but I'm kind of guessing he's going to be one of the worst, or one of the bottom. Beat my first 6.5 this week. Evelyn is busted, I swear. Congrats. Yeah, Evelyn's really good. They did a great job when they updated her. Yeah, the devs have been doing a very, very good job. A lot of the recent changes, like, not sure about that, but every single time it's like, this has been really good. Since the Constellation update, like, some of the constellations are a little bit iffy, but especially since then, every champion has just been so good. All right, let's go ahead and load into Viego here. All right, let's see what we can get for our first power. We have some extra rerolls. Fast deal. I don't think any of these are going to be too good. Hello, Carthians. We would love to get, like, Trifarian Might, Titanic Wake, the Domination Round Start Rally. Deep Cuts is okay. Best Defense is actually pretty solid for us. Does help our units be a lot more tanky. Yeah, I guess we'll grab this here. And let's go for Spiderling. Just missing the 4th and 5th star for Fiddle. Yeah, the 4th star is kind of... well, it's not bad. Definitely it's worth skipping if you don't have the resources. The 6th star, though, is, yeah, pretty crazy. Turn 1, Huskmaker. Turn 2, Evelyn. When they usually play something instead of opening. I mean, they just never get to attack or block anything. Yeah, it's... Evelyn, in most adventures, just absolutely dominates, has great scaling, controls the entire enemy board. Really, your only weakness is when the enemy open attacks. Let's see. I think this is actually okay. Good mix of units. Our Iron Ballista is one of our strongest cards. So we could go for extra damage, but I kind of think let's actually get rid of the horror. We don't want that attacking us. It is nice. The free units are solid, especially if you can get any free attacks going. It's quite good. So we could drop a Bloody Business here to kill their horror. If we do that, we don't have anything for any of our units. We could start dropping some Legion Grenadiers, but when they attack, they're summoning a Frenzied Skitterer, meaning that this unit isn't going to be able to block anything. Or at least can't block their Fearsomes. I think let's actually drop this again. Yeah, so we'll block a couple of these. So reducing down on damage a good amount, but still having some very solid units for our next attack. Assessor would give us some more draw, but I think we're fine. I think let's go for Disciple. And yeah, the spell shield is so nice, just having that safety. Alright, let's go ahead, attack like this. We'll get a rally, get another unit going. Alright. GG. Yeah, getting the free unit, it is solid. It'd be better if it was attacking with you. It does help you, or it does encourage your rally playstyle, because the more you can rally, the more free attacks you get, all of that. It does make it better for you. What relics for Darius? We're going for the full passive build, so we have the spell shield for our units, the reroll relic, the loaded dice, and the stacked deck, so we get extra stats. Hey Toast, when you make the 6-star tier list, I'd appreciate if you can go over 4-star Aesol lines up in relative to other 6-star champs. Live streams are difficult for me to come to, so making a quest where I can. We'll see about that. It's something I have been tossing back and forth because, like, we kept Aesol out of the 5-star tier list because he's not a 5-star champion. We might add him in to compare with other champions. We'll see. Yeah, it's something I'm still considering. Kajoder, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. For Yasuo, the 4-star is not really impactful. Your other upgrades are better. The Yasuo one, it's great scaling for Yasuo. But yeah. When summon grant other allies Overwhelm and Black Cleaver. For 4 cost, this would be a pretty massive unit, so sure. Although it looks like it's not getting the extra power from that. At least it's not being factored in here. So that could just be a graphical issue. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be absolutely massive. Nice. So we could get Swain. He'd be pretty big, but we would like to have some cheaper units. Kindred would have some pretty massive attacks. Mask Mother and Spirit Leech both being cheaper is solid. But we'd still like to get a 1 or 2 cost champion if possible. Now we could get Kindred and try to get some cost reduction going. We do have 7 rerolls though. Quick Attack, Elusive, Colossal Hammer. I think we will go for Kindred. And because we're probably going to try to build around our support champion. Alright, let's see. Rekindler, Solitary Monk, or Spells Chest. We'll probably go for the Solitary Monk. And sure, let's go for Bright Steel. To be fair, you can just add a clause that these champions measure up to Aesol. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the Noxian Merchant is nice. These are all pretty good. So yeah, once again, let's drop this here. So we could drop this just to make it slightly bigger. Not too opposed to that. Alright, not bad. Trying to reroll, though, for some free attacks isn't necessarily the worst. Yeah, let's drop this here because it's going to be absolutely massive. Alright, so we'll put these here. We'll take the damage. That's fine. Alright, so we can go for Thorn. It is nice that with our spell shield, we don't have to be... Oh, that's a little annoying. We don't have to be quite as worried. Alright, we get a rally. We could develop a little bit, but let's just get some damage down. Get another unit going. And yeah, GG. Also, Toast, I tried doing the 3.5 Fiddle with Yasuo. Yeah, Fiddlesticks destroyed me. Terrified me 6 feet into the ground twice in a row with nothing I could do about it. All of his gloom. Oof. Yeah, I do like how Fiddlesticks is pretty well designed to counter a lot of the playstyles we normally use to abuse many of the other adventures. But he does it in a way that I think is much more enjoyable than like Lysandra. I feel like 6-star Darius could have been copy your strongest attacking unit, summon an attacking. It would make choosing your units more interesting. Yeah, or even just like summon the first unit attacking, not even necessarily your strongest, but just first unit. That way you can choose, okay, whoever I put first on the left, they're going to get summoned at the end as well. That could be interesting. Glory Seeker, summoning 2 units isn't bad. It's giving us a lot of stats. Yeah, like one of them will die, but that's a lot of damage. And I think they fixed the effect where the ephemeral gets your play effect buff. Because it triggers on a play effect, not summon. Yeah, I think let's go for Glory Seeker. Cheap unit, but has a lot of stats behind it. Let's go for the Solitary Monk. I think let's actually get rid of the Affectionate Poro. Because some of these other ones are actually a bit better now. Even though this can normally be really good for you, I think we like a lot of our other units a little bit more. Alright, champion item, shop, or item chest. I think we'll go for champion item. We'd love to get a little bit of cost reduction for our kindred. So let's go for remitter. Sounds like more like Ornn level up skill. I mean, that would be awesome if for Ornn, they make it so like when you attack, you summon a attacking ram. That would be pretty fun. Just getting more rams going would be great. Let's go to the Assessor. The rest is fine. We're holding on to Darius to increase our odds of getting Kindred. Not that we can play Kindred immediately. Yeah, I think let's drop this here because we'll be able to actually attack.
You're mine. Face me.
All right, so this is going to get a lot bigger because of the power we have, so it's actually not going to die. We'll be able to get a rally turn 1, which is very nice. So we can immediately attack again. And just keep getting more damage down. Getting more attacks gives us more units. It is an interesting one to play around. It does make rallies and free attacks even more valuable for you because you're just constantly getting free units. Alright, I think we'll drop our Kindred here. Oh, right, our damage units can't block.
Ours.
Big mistake.
So we will take some amount of damage, but we don't want our units to die. We want to be sure we can survive to next round.
They will.
And let's go for our ballista.
Face me.
All right, let's go ahead and attack like this and just end. GG.
More lie ahead.
A ram, but the Akshan attack effect. So somebody ran with all the attacking ally stats. I mean, that seems like it could be too broken. I really want LeBlanc Constellation. Arcane, please do your thing. She can't never block. Let's see. Free attack is really good. So even though we don't care about the unit as much, let's go for the free attack because that is very good for us. Gives us another free unit. All right, we wanted a little bit of cost reduction. So Deathless isn't bad. Even the Spirit's pretty good. All right, we'll go for the Phage. We're hoping for cost reduction, but we don't want to burn all of our rerolls looking for that. We could heal. We have 37 health, though, so it's fine. I think we're going to be fine without the Assessor. It can be good for some draw, but we do have other draw, so I think we'll be okay. Let's go for Fiora.
I would gut down the opposition.
I hate that spell in his deck so much because he just suddenly draws 3 of them by board for extremely cheap. Yeah, it is pretty rough. You have to end him pretty fast. All right, let's get rid of this one. We can hold on to the rest. All right, we'll drop our ballista. A little rude.
Strike deftly.
Yeah, we'll just have to skip that. It is annoying how even if you get hit by Spell Shield, they still survive. All right, let's go ahead and just, well, we could kill their Fiora. We wouldn't get a lot of damage down, and this would let them play another one, whereas this is just going to keep being stunned. They might keep doing those annoying free attacks, but yeah, I think we're okay.
What could have been?
A symbol worth fighting for.
All right, let's drop this here.
In the name of our land.
Yeah, rough.
Our banner.
Alright, so we could go for Kindred, but this is going to have more stats. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop this here.
I'm late for class. A lot of history.
Alright, GG. Are you going alphabetically and then placing champs in the tier list? We're not going alphabetically. We're just kind of playing in a lot of the champions that we just got to 6 stars and haven't really played enough to really give them a solid ranking. So some of the champions like Viego or Swain, we're probably not going to play again before ranking them because we've already played them a ton. Here, let's go for the Power Rift. That'll be very nice. Try to play Kindred turn 1. Officer backup, another card's not terrible, but we probably want to do something a little bit more impactful, especially since we have all these rerolls. Another unit. Hextech Observatory isn't terrible. Extra stats could make sure we get enough power to rally, but normally this isn't really going to be helping our turn 1. Extra draw is not bad, but we're trying to really get something good. I think we'll go for the mana flow, but explosive entrance also would be solid. All right, let's see. So Kingpin or item chest. There's probably going to be a shop here. I mean, we do have 1,000 gold though, so getting Kingpin, we'd probably still have enough for the shop. So yeah, we can try the Stalker. All right, let's get rid of a couple of these. The free attack would be nice, but I think we should just drop our Kindred. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop this here. And we'll build out our board enough
Delicious.
so that we can actually get our rally going. Nice.
I'll show you how it's done.
Alright, so not too bad. We are having 1 unit die, but we got 2 units from our 2 attacks. So not too bad. Alright, here, let's go for the lighted caretaker. See if we can maybe get... We'll see how we can do as far as getting an attack in. Alright, so we got a unit, got plenty of blockers. I think let's go for the Death's Hand on their Challenger unit. Alright, pretty good. Evershade Stalker can normally have a very scary attack, but we were able to just completely circumvent that. Alright, we could drop Darius, or we could just attack into the game. Let's go ahead and do that. GG. They really wanted a caretaker of their own? Apparently. Yeah, that was interesting. Alright, so I'm playing that for free, but free attack. Normally, like, anytime we can get a free attack is just so good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab the Ruined Reckoner, because free attack just means free units. Alright, we can get the house rules. Double attack Undying. First spell costs 10 less. I mean, we don't have crazy spells. Let's actually leave and see. So we have another shop here. Yeah, we have Death's Hand, which is fine. And Bloody Business. But we don't really have great spells. Like, if we had a rally spell or something like that, I think let's try to get something a bit better. Fast deal, draw one, give it fleeting. This would make our Kindred cost 1 less, so there is that, which means we could be even more aggressive turn 1. Sure. We'll grab that, and then we'll have enough gold to go to the other shop and try to get another decent power. How are we sitting on cards? 30. We could try to buy more cards, but I think let's try to save the gold. So let's go up here for the shop and go for Swift Wing Flight. Hogger's Day plus unlimited power. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that good, because also we have to draw that card. I just didn't like the consistency of it. Alright, nice. So let's drop a Kindred. think let's play this and skip its effect. Alright, so we can go ahead, attack right here, get some solid damage down, get a rally, get another unit.
We shall begin.
Alright, pretty good. Do we care about killing one of our own units? Sure. Alright, so they do have a lot of challenger. They're going to be able to get some... Okay, well, never mind. I was like, they're going to be able to get some good trades, get some good units down, but they didn't really care about that. Alright, let's drop for our merchant, make sure all of our units have overwhelm. The spell shield is so nice, just to make sure our unit's going to be safe. 3 power and overwhelm. Yeah, it's fine. We can spread out the stats a little bit. GG.
And precision.
Stun an enemy if you have Darius rally. Probably not going to happen. We'll probably save our rerolls for the shop, so we can get the Thorn of the Rose, even though it's not that high of a likelihood we're going to play it. Reckoners could be fun. Granted Fury. I think we can do better. Allies of Overwhelm, that's actually decent because not all of our units have it. So this actually would probably be what we should pick up. I'm a little greedy though. We have one reroll, a lot of gold. Let's try to see if we can get something big. Alright, this is actually really good. It makes sure we can, or helps us get our second star power triggering. Sometimes the Reckoner's Mark, it'll go off, and even if the unit like starts the attack, it doesn't actually like register if they immediately die. Since this would go off second, it could be okay, but I think we're fine. Wenham summoned Rally. That could be decent. It is an 8 cost though, which is kind of crazy. For every 12 in your deck past the 18. Yeah, I think we're fine. It's going to be not worth filling up that much with everything. I think let's actually get rid of Thorn. Although that could be too many. We can actually get rid of the Legion Grenadier. Let's go for Viego.
No power in this world can stop me.
Alright, let's get rid of that one, hold on to the rest. Alright, so we did not get our main unit. That is a little bit sad. Let's drop this here for free. This isn't going to be the best, but let's try to get our Kindred. Okay, so we're not having the stat increase, which is a little bit sad. We could still attack and get our rally. I think let's actually play the Blighted Caretaker, though, and get a free attack. Alright, we can drop this here. Could grab the Ephemeral. Sure. Alright, so we'll be able to attack, get another unit.
As well, dear wolf.
Alright. So, pretty good. Alright, so not the best because we didn't get our kindred immediately, but still, not terrible. I think let's wait for them to attack.
Never again.
And we can honestly let
They're saplings.
a decent amount of these die. Although, yeah, their Viego's gonna level, so that'll be that'll be a little annoying. But I mean, that's gonna happen regardless. All right, let's try to get another free attack going here. All right, so Kindred's gonna die. Could actually drop our Darius for once, but we could go for multiple Thorns of the Rose. Sure.
For Noxus. The darkness, like hunger, only grows.
Alright, GG. It's a little appropriate that he was able to win there. Hello, Rianne. I find in Path, due to how fast it is and how fast things scale, you really want to be aggro and hold everything. Anything above a 4 under severe scrutiny. If it's good or not, even more than normal PvP, and sadly more than not, those bigger cards just can't be justified without cost reduction. Yeah, anything above a 4 cost is pretty tough because the game can be decided very early, even if it doesn't end early. You just have to make sure you can get ahead and try to stay ahead, because against some of the AI, it can be tough to wrestle the lead back, depending on your champion. Those more expensive units, like yeah, anything 5 cost and higher, even 4 cost can sometimes be a little tough. Overall, though, Darius is pretty solid. The 6-star is decent. You are able to get free units. It does help you focus on your free attacks, rallies, that sort of playstyle. So it is still giving you free units. It does have a way to scale up. So it's not too bad. We definitely utilized it a lot more this round than the last game we played. So when you high roll and get like a support champion that just dominates everything, then yeah, you don't really need the 6-star as much. But if you don't get as lucky, like for us, we didn't really get crazy powers here. Like the mana flow was nice, and then we were able to get like the best defense. So that's pretty good, but a lot of the other powers we got didn't really make us crazy at all, which is a little bit sad. But because of that, our 6-star actually was much more valuable than normal. Still, though, it's not that crazy of a 6-star. It's nice to have, but compared to what some champions get, it's just really not the greatest. All right, so I feel like he's probably going to be near the bottom, sadly. I don't know if we want to immediately put him in like F tier, but I feel like many other champions 6-stars just outshine him. Like his 2nd-star power is really good, and his 3rd-star power is also solid. So he has a good like structure. But most of the champions at the 6-star just feel like it's so much more impactful. Yeah, I think we'll potentially throw him down here for now, but honestly, I could sadly see him getting pushed down into the F tier, because looking at most champions, I feel like they're going to outshine him. But I think we'll sadly have to put him there for now. All right, so next up, we're going to take a look at Vayne, because we haven't played her too much at 6 stars. And she should rank much higher. Vi's 6-star gives her a lot of power. Vi's 6-star looks simple, and it's probably pretty comparable to like the Morgana one, but oh, that's the wrong one. Being able to grant all of your units in hand 1 power. Like, you say you're really excited about Ashe. This is kind of similar. Just a way to buff up all your units in hand. So, honestly, going for Vi, you could also just run like triple Gatebreaker and pretty much do the same thing you do for Ashe. So I don't think it's bad. It is boring a bit, I'd say that, but yeah, not bad. Alright, everyone should be back. We're going to be trying out Vayne now. Like most of the champions, we have her pretty well maxed out. So the 6-star, when an ally attacks, give it 4 power this round. Very good, because often you can attack 3 times in a single round, so you can get 12 extra power. So this is very solid. Works really well with Arm to the Teeth, Mana Flow. So she should be very solid. She'll have a bit of an issue where if she's not able to be drawn, if you can't get your Vayne, then obviously it's going to be a lot weaker. But Vayne is still pretty solid. As far as the build we're going for Chosen, Death's Foil, and Hidden Tome. This way we can play our Tumble turn 1. Death's Foil gives us the protection while attacking, and then Chosen, we can trigger this on like our first attack. So being able to get all of these keywords is very, very good. Fade and Augment really help us scale up even faster. I wish Aatrox had a 6-star. What do you mean? Hey Toasty officially maxed out? No. Like, there's still champions that I need a lot of champions 6 stars still. And then there's a couple champions that I also... Well, there's one champion I need the 5-star. But yeah, I still have plenty of 6 stars I need to get. But for Vayne, I'm pretty much maxed out. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go back into Viego. This tier list considers the champions are level 30, fully maxed out other than gemstones, have access to the best builds available to them. Yeah, they're pretty much as strong as the champion can be. Alright, let's go for power here. Like, duplicate's good, but I feel like we're probably actually not going to grab it. Yeah, so we're trying to test another champion for the tier list. Duplicate is just going to make this a duplicate run. So while duplicate is like the best power in the game, I don't really want to be using an, like, especially this crazy of a legendary. Yeah, I think we'll just actually skip it. When you target an ally with a single target spell copied on your weakest, Phalanx. Phalanx actually could be pretty solid. We wouldn't need it as much. Actually, overprepared can be good. Yeah, this can be good when we don't have the attack turn, which we're always going to have here, so kind of doesn't matter as much. Still, though, I'm fine with having another equipment. All right, let's go for Spiderling. you get double discount with 2 Vaynes. Yes, they both discount the effect. All right, let's pretty much get rid of all of this. All right, let's drop our Vayne.
Walk among us, masquerading as men.
That is a little sad, but that was all of their mana. Let's go ahead and actually drop this first.
Swift death.
It doesn't really matter if they block or not. Yeah, let's just attack.
Purge with silver.
All right, go ahead and attack again. And go ahead and attack again. All right, simple, GG.
A sentinel's work never does.
What do you mean duplicate's the strongest? We all know endless wealth is the real strongest power. By the way, I got the relic that forges on play, attack and round start. Do you have any thoughts on its power level? Yeah, so I actually just did a run that I guess isn't posted yet, but that's going to be posted on YouTube soon. I did it with Jax. It's one that I think if you're someone that you don't have as many epic relics and you kind of starting out your account more, leveling up a lot of your champions, I think it is going to be a solid epic that you can kind of put on any champion, especially anyone that's like 3 cost or lower, and just going to really be a solid epic for you to have. I think though for most champions, if you have access to like all of the relics, you have your champion maxed out and you're looking for like the best possible build, often it's not going to find its place in there. So it's a very good general relic, but if you're trying to min-max, I think there's normally going to be a better option for most champions, which can be a little sad. Glass Cutter, decent damage. Exact copy of an ally. We could use this on our Vayne potentially. That could be fun. All right, let's go for a support champ. Hopefully we're never going to play them, but we'll see. All right, Nami, that's pretty good. Sivir is also solid, but very expensive. Yeah, I think let's go for the Nami, have an extra champion draw. This could be solid. All right, we want to get as many champion items as possible, so let's go here. So, Bright Steel Protector. How are you planning on engaging Heimer at his 6-star? So, I'm testing out all the 6 stars that I have. The rest of the 6 stars, I'm really just going to have to talk and rely on chat to see how good they actually are. Because, yeah, I can't test it myself on my account. All right, let's get rid of this, and that's fine as well. Oh, goodness. I have Oath, Beast, Scissors, and Packed Powder for epics. Yeah, those are pretty good. Bless you, thank you. Nowadays, the best builds are mostly paid wall relics, so it's not really about min-maxing. Yeah, a decent amount of champions, they do use one of them. But not all of them. Like here for Vayne, her best build doesn't use any. Some champions, yes, they do use some paid relics. I think we'll drop Nami first because we can play her for free.
My people are counting on me.
And then we could actually equip her because we have the mana. And then we can go for Vayne, who will refill our mana again.
Masquerading as men.
And then we can get 2 scout attacks off. Yeah, pretty solid. So let's go ahead and attack like this.
Not another step.
Rise with the surf.
All right, GG.
Expertly done. Now to
You didn't like Living Weapon on Jax. Well, I guess no one else can carry it better than Fear Cleaving Axe, so I guess that's not very good. I liked it on Jax. I thought it was decent on him, and I think he is probably one of the best possible champions with it. And I actually really like the build I did for Jax. So I don't think it's bad. I think it is pretty good on him. Depending on what type of build you're going for, it could potentially be part of his best build. But I think for most champions, it's going to be one of those options that is good to throw on. But if you're doing an entire, like, for most champions, it's a good relic, but it's not going to be their best relic. But just because a champ or a relic isn't the best on a champion doesn't mean it's bad. It just means they might have slightly better options. So I think it does what it wants to do very, very well. Gives you a lot of scaling. If you can drop this on a champion that can sit on the board the entire game, then they're going to get massive. 6-star for Kai'Sa is a huge upgrade. Kai'Sa is not that strong as a champion without it. Living Weapon is definitely way too redundant with Fear Cleaving Axe. I mean, it's still a better version of Fear Cleaving Axe, though. At least if you're focusing on your main champion. Like, Fear Cleaving, the one benefit is it can boost all units, so it works better for, like, the Gloom or Spirit playstyle. But if you just want simple scaling on your champion, then Living Weapon's better. Alright, so the Elixir of Sorcery is kind of pointless. The only time this is useful is if the target has Spell Shield. But Noxian Defector is too expensive. Burblefish, we're not going to get this cost reduced down. So I guess we can grab this. Let's go for the champion item. We already have Overwhelm. More stats is fine. And let's go for Duelist. All right, let's get rid of pretty much everything. Vayne is our primary win condition, so we really just want to get her. They do have a single combat, which is a bit rough. Because we either pass, like we have to have them use up some mana. They also have Faded on this card, so it's going to get even bigger. So we are in a tough spot here. If we drop Vayne, they can immediately kill her. And we won't really be able to respond. So I think we're going to pass and hope they play something. Alright, so they don't have mana for single combat, so we can safely drop our Vayne. Alright, good.
Purge with silver. Purifying bolts.
Alright, GG. Vayne is good for OTK? Yes, Vayne is one of the best champions for it. I guess we can grab Sharesies. A lot of these things, it's like we're probably not going to play it at all. Because really all we're playing is Vayne and like the cards she generates. Enemies have -1. Sure, it might be able to help our Vayne stay alive. We don't really want to add anything else to our deck. Let's go for healer. Vayne is one of those champions that if you really just don't want to focus on your units at all and you just want to focus on Vayne, then it could be solid. But yeah, there's so many things we don't plan on playing. I think we'll get rid of the kind-hearted recruit. Let's go for Fiora.
I would gut down the opposition.
The Vayne Relics is the Chosen by the Stars. The Death's Foil, and Hidden Tome. Let's get rid of most of these. We'll hold on to Nami, increase our odds of drawing Vayne. Also, the good thing is we could drop Nami first, so that if they try to kill her... Actually, they didn't get Fiora. I thought they started with Fiora last time.
My people are counting on me.
Strength and grace.
Didn't they start with Fiora last game, or am I going crazy? Let's use this here, use up some of our mana, equip our Nami.
Monsters still lurk in Demasia's every shadow.
Oh, game start, summon me from your deck. That means that they drew, yeah, all of their Fioras. So all of their Fioras are in hand, so she didn't get summoned right away. I mean, that's good for us. It's kind of cheesy, though. All right, let's go ahead and attack like this, get a nice scout attack off. The good thing is, while Vayne's power is obviously very good for her, it's also just good for all of your units. GG.
My loved ones will be safe a while longer.
Yeah, that was pretty lucky. All right, so Farsight, fantastic. That's kind of the biggest issue with Vayne, is not drawing her. Explosive Finale, we're not killing many units outside of combat. Almost at all. We could go for Welcome Gifts for just another keyword. We have 4 rerolls. Let's try to do something else. Round start rally. Again, we're ending round 1 every round. If we don't, we can already trigger a rally, essentially round 2. So I think it's fine. I guess we'll actually just go for Trifarian. Yeah, we can do that. All right, so we have Chamber of Renewal. Giving our champion spell shield solves like the other big weakness of Vayne, is that they could just cast a spell to hurt her or stun her, control her, anything like that. So let's go for Battlesmith. Gain Farsight and Spell Shield with Vayne is GG. Yeah. I've defeated everything below 6 stars with 4-star Fiddle. Yeah, he's pretty good. We don't have to be as crazy, but I think we'll still get rid of most of these. It would be nice to also get our Nami. Wouldn't complain. So yeah, we'll drop
Let my home be swallowed by darkness.
Nami. We won't be able to necessarily equip her, but could drop this here just because we have the mana. Let's go for our Vayne.
Us masquerading as men.
Washed away.
So we can attack, then we can do our scout to rally, and then we can attack again. Yeah, this seems fine.
Rise with the surf. Search for
All right, GG.
Excellently done. Now to root out the
Hey, Joda. Gonna guess that's how it's doing. I'm doing pretty well. Just testing out all of our different champions for the tier list. I suppose we'll go for Tidal Wave. Probably gonna cut it. Chamber. Spell Shield for Vayne. Fantastic. Don't really care about anything. Credit cards cost 1 less. Sure, that's not terrible for us. Rekindler or champion item. With Vayne, you just want as many copies of your champion as possible, so let's go for Soldier. Did we do the 3 and 4-star tier list or not yet? We did. I mean, we've done a bunch of 3-star tier lists before. We did a 4-star tier list a couple weeks ago. That should be up on the YouTube. Didn't even look at the landmark option. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Hey, Tora, welcome. Let's get rid of pretty much all of these. Could have had home turf. I don't even care. Yeah, we'll just drop this here.
lurk in Demasia's every shadow. Swift death. Purge with silver.
I guess they might actually have enough power to survive one round. Impressive. All right, GG.
By my hand, I will end their suffering.
Got a Demacia Nova Crystal today. Disappointed. I mean, I enjoy it for Vayne. I think it's pretty good there. Wish for anything but Targon and Demacia. Got both recently. We can actually get more copies of our Nami since we have guaranteed draw on our Vayne. It's not bad. Demacian Steel's okay, but yeah, being able to play Nami and Vayne turn 1 is pretty solid. Getting a lot more stats. That'll be nice. And let's cut the tidal wave and go for Viego. Got a Bandle one. The only one to use that on is Vex. Yeah, I'd say Vex is the best. Heimer's probably fine, but Vex should be best. So we could reroll Vayne because we know we're going to draw her. But getting another copy of her wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
My people are counting on me.
Sure. Let's drop this here.
Sir,
Go ahead and equip with that.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends.
walked away.
All right, so get our scout attack off. Killing Viego looks pretty good.
Search force.
All right, GG.
Surging tide.
Only a single opponent lasted more than a single round.
Excellently done. Now to root out the next victim.
Yumi 6 is stronger, but Vex might be stronger overall. Yeah, the Vex 6-star is really nice, but it's not like the strongest. But overall, the Vex constellation is really good. I don't think Heimerdinger is bad at all. I think Heimer is pretty good. I would just say I probably prefer Vex. All right, 6-star Vayne is pretty crazy. You do have the downside of really relying on your Vayne, needing to draw her. The good thing is your 6-star does still help any of your units, and with most of your units, you can still attack like 2 times in a round. Now with Vayne, you can normally boost it up to 3, but I think even if you don't draw Vayne, you still have a good amount of damage here. Obviously, most of your power is in Vayne though, so you have the downside of if you don't draw her, your power goes down a lot. Also, if the enemy can just immediately like kill your Vayne, you're going to have a bad time. But Vayne is another one of those champions that is exceptionally good at ending turn 1. And since you are attacking so many times, I kind of feel like it's a little bit stronger than Gwen's, just getting the 3 different attacks in, but still quite solid. I think she's another one that has to be like A tier minimum. I don't think she could probably be in the S tier. I think there's probably too many champions that could push her out, but I feel like she's probably pretty similar with Gwen. B tier? No. Vayne is... I don't think Vayne could be B tier. I think she is very solid. Like, you're ending almost every single opponent in literally the first round very reliably. I don't think she could really be below A. I mean, there is a little bit of an issue of, yeah, there are some champions that are kind of all doing the same thing, that being Gwen, Vayne, and Taliyah, where each of them just puts out tons of damage in the very first turn and usually just ends that very same round. I feel like they're all kind of similar in power. Yeah, I kind of prefer Vayne over Gwen as well. But I think they're probably pretty similar. So I think for right now, I think I'm doing this here. It's going to be a fight for the S tier, because I know there's going to be a lot of champions in there that can push the others out. Like, especially off the top of my head, Misfortune, Swain, Viego, and Fiddle. I feel like the last couple spots in the S tier is going to be pretty competitive. But I think for right now, Vayne is solidly an A. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that there. All right, so next up, we're going to try Taliyah. So we've showcased Taliyah's 6-star before, but we actually just recently got her to full 6 stars because we actually got the 5th star as well. So again, we have pretty much everything for the Taliyah constellation. The 6-star, I'll actually pull it up here. When an ally attacks, it plays Threaded Volley. Your spells and skills deal 1 extra damage for each allied landmark. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. And then the build we're going for with Taliyah, we're going to try out the Frozen Tomb. So we get another copy of, well, a landmark, which increases our damage. That can have Taliyah inside. Icon, so we get extra damage on all of those threaded volleys. And then Crown Guard, so that we can potentially drop Taliyah pretty early in the game. Potentially the 2nd to 3rd round. Rally and just be another way to finish. So this is giving us some good passive buffs, but also just giving us another closer. I think this should be pretty good. Taliyah's probably going to be more in like, probably end up in like high C tier, maybe low B tier, because she's solid, but I think she gets outshone by many other champions. But let's grab her here. We're again just going to test everyone out in the Viego adventure. But before we hop in, we'll just drop a... Well, actually, do we need to... Okay, we're fine. We actually finished that one pretty fast. Let's go ahead and just load into Viego. Let's go for power here. Summon 2 units. These would get the extra stats from our 3-star. So whatever we play would get those, but often our board can just get a little bit too full. So I think we're okay. Let's try a reroll. Summon an Emperor's Darius. Or Darius. It is another landmark. I don't know if it triggers Threaded Volley. Often with the effects that are like when an ally attacks, the Sand Soldier doesn't actually count for it. I know that's the way it works for like the Shock and Awe relic. Slow but steady. Do we have any slow spells? I kind of don't think so. I think we'll still try it, because it can make our threaded volleys hit a little harder. And let's go for Spiderling. Alright, that looks fine. Alright, so let's drop this, get another unit out there. And then let's try to attack. Alright, so solid damage down. I think we'll actually destroy this landmark to get another rock bear. All right, so sadly, ad dropped. I was hoping we could clear this adventure because this attack is about to end, but we'll just hold off for now. Because the soldier didn't attack, it's summoning, attacking. This terminology is used with similar effects in Magic the Gathering. When it is not declared as an attacker, it will not trigger attack triggers. Yes, that's kind of what we were figuring. Any thoughts on doing Star Gauntlets or Orb with her? For Taliyah? By Orb, I don't know if you mean Guardian Orb or Luminous Orb. We've done Luminous Orb Starforge before. So, yes, that's the last one we did for her. Yes, we've done that before. And then as far as I'm doing Star Gauntlets. Oh, Starforge Gauntlets. Yeah, that's what we did last time. Is Taliyah better and more fun than Kaisa? Yes or no? Yes. I find... Or actually, Taliyah better? No. Kaisa at 6 stars is better. All right, let's go ahead. If we actually drop Taliyah, she wouldn't actually be able to really copy the landmark. Let's go ahead and advance it. So we'll have a full board. And then we can attack like this. GG. In my opinion, both fun and strength of Kaisa is better than Taliyah. Yeah, I'm the same way. If they're at 6 stars. Before 6 stars, it's probably more fun for Taliyah, but with the 6-star, Kaisa is way more fun, in my opinion. We can go for Chronomancer, I guess. Don't really plan on playing any of those, though. Alright, so Shen, Vi, Bard. Don't really care about any of these. That does technically give us a landmark, but Shen's not bad. A 2-cost Spirit Refuge is decent, so I think we'll grab this here. Shop or champion item. I think let's actually go for the champion items. Let's go for Bright Steel. Roll for Zareth for maximum power. I've had bad luck with my rolls recently, to be honest. Want to state what Heroic said, just because we're making a tier list, do you think you have to play the best champs or should never touch Darius or Nasus, Aatrox or whatever? Play who you want to have fun with before anything else, and if you want to have fun with us knowing what's best, then have at it. Yeah, the thing is, all the champions are solid in the game. There's not any just champions that you can't clear pretty much all the content with. Generally, like maybe for some of the like the 6-star, trying to take a 3-star champion in there, yeah, you're gonna have a pretty bad time. But in general, yeah, just play whoever you want. All right, let's get rid of the Spirit's Refuge. Nice having some more landmarks. Nice having our Taliyah. Sure, let's drop this one here. And yeah, I think we need to drop that as well.
Smell that? A bite's a cooking.
All right, let's drop this here. Get some units going. And then these threaded volleys should hit, yeah, pretty hard. All right, not too bad. Even the fact that we lost a unit isn't that big of a deal just because we have so many. All right, I think we'll actually drop our Rockhopper just so we have a blocker. And I think we can override the Darius.
My steel is yours. Out of my way.
Alright, so we could use this to buff him up a little bit. But I think we're actually fine with him dying. Having a little bit of extra room isn't the worst. So when we drop Taliyah, she is going to give us a rally. So we're not going to drop her yet. Let's first just get a attack off. Do we want another copy of Taliyah? Sure.
They are my people, and I am theirs. Let's put these rocks into motion. Relax.
Alright, let's go ahead and attack like this.
Won't sit still.
And GG. For me, Taliyah has the best 4-star. Discard Acel. Correct me if I'm wrong. Taliyah's is up there, but I would say Ashe is probably better. And then the 4-star also for Vex is very, very good. So while Taliyah's is good, I don't think I would say it's the best, but it's up there as one of the best. Yeah, Yuumi, that's also another one really, really good. For me, Kaisa is the only unit that's interesting in Constellation. Her 5th star actually gets the 2nd star instead of just giving Mana Gem. Feels more continuity between her early powers and later ones. Yeah, Kaisa, everything builds together really well. So once you actually have her at 6 stars and everything is coming off or coming online, it's really good. I think we'll get this. It is another landmark, can cause some issues with having too many units. Yeah, it's a little bit of a toss-up. Let's go for a champion item. Getting Taliyah on the board a little bit earlier is nice. And let's go for a duelist. Kaisa's 6 stars unexpectedly good. Yeah, there's a lot of people that were trying to say that it was terrible, which was kind of funny. I think we'll hold on to 1 Vagabond. Alright, so we can drop this since we can play it for free. They might end up killing this unit.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
I guess yeah, they dropped their Badger Bear, so they don't have the mana for it. Could actually use this to kill their duelist. Sure. So this unit, yeah, will probably die, but... Oh, they didn't actually want to block. I guess the skill might have been able to do enough damage to kill their bear outright. Alright, so we could drop Kaisa, could level her. I think we'll probably wait for next round. Oof, if we do an Imagine Possibilities, Kaisa won't be able to copy herself. But I think that's fine. Let's do this to get another blocker going. Alright, let's see what they do.
You're covered.
Alright, so they don't have mana for their single combat. We're fine with this unit dying. Our board is a little bit
Not a chance.
too full as it is. Yeah, we don't really... Actually, we can go right here, so we can fizzle this attack and still kill one of their units. Yeah, that'll be solid.
Onward, everybody. The
I guess, yeah, this Taliyah is going to trigger the rally. When you target allies, advance me. I think let's just attack and probably end. Okay, GG. Yeah. I've actually pretty much since the beginning been the person that has been supporting Kaisa the longest. I think maybe the very first time I saw it, well, the very first time I saw it, my dyslexia kicked in and I completely didn't understand what it was saying. So I think the very first time potentially was like, doesn't seem the greatest, but even before I got it, I was able to figure out what it actually meant. And I was like, oh, this is really, really good. So pretty much since the very beginning, I've been actually the person cheering on Kaisa, and when other people said it was garbage, I was like, no, it's actually going to be pretty crazy when you get it. Let's go for Rock Bear Shepherd. Pretty good. Yeah. Really, really good. I was down Kaisa's 6-star until I realized you get her keywords from turn 1, even when she's still in hand. I was like, oh, wait, this is broken? Yeah. It is very good. Let's go for the shop, try to get a power. Some solid cards, but let's just go for, yeah. Grab this. We're pretty much at max health. Let's give her the Chronomancer. I don't think we're really ever going to want to play that. And let's go for Fiora.
I would cut down the opposition.
I bet I'm such a nightmare for Toast dyslexia, with me constantly mistyping sentences. It's not the worst. Let's get rid of... Actually, I think we'll hold on to Spirit's Refuge. We might need it to save a unit from Fiora. Alright, let's drop this first, because we can play it for free. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Alright, there we go. We don't actually really care about the other units. Fiora might be able to survive, but we can't live in fear of Fiora killing our units. Let's attack, get some solid damage down. Alright, there we go. I kind of thought Fiora was going to maybe block over here.
Strength and grace, beauty in the blade.
I think let's actually pass. And then go ahead and drop this here.
Onward, everybody! The horizon calls.
So we'll get a rally. This attack will do a ton of damage because we have literally an entire board full of landmarks. But even if we don't end, they're going to get a massive attack next round.
I have no time for fools. Protect our slow.
Alright, so perfectly fine. They have barely any health left. And now this board is going to wreck them. GG. Anyone got this glitch? I opened my golden reliquary, it bugged, gave me 2 epic relics, disciple shadows and loaded dice. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good glitch. By the way, when you target an ally using Kaisa's 6-star power, does Kaisa have the new keyword from the target ally and the new keyword triggered to give in her allies? Yes, so when you target another unit with Kaisa's 6-star, she still gets that, and then every other time you then use that power, every other round, the second skin, that new keyword that Kaisa got is now on the other units as well. Yeah, it's pretty good. Legendary Machine Gun Taliyah, pretty much. This gameplay will be on YouTube later. Eventually, yes. Let's... Yeah, go for Taliyah. Free attack sounds pretty good. Yeah, we can grab that there. We are going to have some created allies, so that's not necessarily terrible. A rally's not bad, but I think let's do a reroll. I feel like we can probably do something better. Yeah, let's go for Titanic Wake. That'll be pretty good. Tactician, don't really like Tactician. It normally always gives me garbage things. So I think we're fine. Let's go for Battlesmith. Kaisa's 6-star must be broken with Grandeur Plaza then. It should be. I don't really remember offhand. I think we'll get rid of Spirit's Refuge. I don't think we should need it as much here.
I've got gravel cakes and flag food.
Alright, let's drop this. Sure. Okay. I guess thank you for killing your only blocker. Can't complain. I think let's actually use this to get rid of that. And these 2 units are doing half their next self. Alright, not bad.
You can count on me.
Alright, we'll just
Ancestors are watching.
go ahead and pass. I think let's actually protect this one. Could go for Ancient Preparations. But I think let's go for Shen.
The space between worlds.
She's gonna level, give us another rally.
Together,
Little
we
sad.
are stronger than stone, faster than the wind.
Alright, we could go for the Scout, but I feel like it kind of doesn't matter. We're already overkilling like crazy.
Here.
Sound the alarm.
GG. Saving my Nova for him and Lysandra. Yeah, Nova Crystal for Poro King would be interesting. He's already quite good with the right build right now. When he just gets a little bit more stats, he could be crazy. Being a crazy, a 2-cost Taliyah sounds pretty good. Alright, we get a decent power here. A little bit of champion draw is not the worst. Sure, making sure we get the right upgrades isn't bad. We could get this Smooth Soloist. Sure, we'll get this, try to make sure we can get our Taliyah since we can play her round 1. Let's go for the Soldier. I want 6-star Elder Dragon. Yeah, 6-star Elder Dragon would be very fun. When you level up a champion, win the game, your champions cost 1 less. Let's get rid of Rockhopper. Guess we could also get rid of the Telstones because we already have Taliyah. Alright, so we could drop the Rock Bear because we could play him for free. But that's going to open up 2 spots so our Taliyah won't be able to copy another landmark. But it would make her attack hit harder. Probably still worth it.
Cakes and flag food. Oh, the little snores. Don't want to wake them.
Not going to be quite enough to kill anything. Alright, little sad. Thought she'd hit a little bit harder. Oh well.
Follow me for peace.
Let's see. So yeah, they would die, but let's just keep doing more damage. But yeah, they'll be able to block it out. Opening up our board a little bit though isn't too bad. We'll drop this just to get another copy of Taliyah. All right, so here we'll go ahead and attack. This will give us also a rally.
So little when family means so much.
So this will be solid.
Turn the stones.
GG. Weird question, but is Gale Force good on Lurk champions like Pike and Rek'Sai since it shuffles? Not particularly. Because, yeah, you can only activate Lurk once, and I mean, if you really want to get your champion spell, I mean, I guess there's some amount of synergy there, but I don't think it's really that great. Yeah, if you could activate Lurk indefinitely, that would be pretty crazy. Maybe that's something they'll do for Rek'Sai, make it so it's something that they can do multiple times. Sure, more champion draw. I'm okay with that. Enfeebling Strike's not bad. Higher education, unlimited power. Kind of don't want to use a legendary. I think we'll go for Enfeebling, just in case we have another situation where our Taliyah there can't outright kill someone. Should help, though it's not really going to give us damage. We have 3 rerolls. Let's try to get something a little bit more crazy, like Elemental Winds. Might cut the Vagabond. Although we could get rid of the Desert Naturalist. While it's not bad, we're probably not really going to need it as much because we're ending so fast. Sure. All right, let's go for a Viego.
No power in this world can stop me.
Not gonna lie, no matter how much I wanted Eve level up to be indefinite, she is just crazy strong with it already. She doesn't need it, though I still want it. Yeah, they did a good job of making her feel stronger without adding in the infinite level up. Honestly, adding in the infinite level up would kind of be very simple and straightforward, but also kind of a little lazy or boring. Right now, I do kind of like how there's a little bit of a choice of, do you want to go a little bit more aggressive early and try to end faster, but you're not going to have as many level ups? Or do you maybe want to hold back a little bit and try to save some of your units so you can level up more, but you're going to be slightly aggressive early? Here, we can get rid of both of these. And I think the Unraveled Earth, having our Taliyah that we can play immediately is quite nice, though. But yeah, she is not the biggest champion. We haven't really gotten ways to improve her. Think we'll still go for the Rock Bear.
Nobody's pulling your tail while I'm around.
Well, that's kind of helpful.
Back tomorrow.
Thank you, I guess. Let's go ahead and drop this here. Although, if we attack with her, she's going to level, meaning that the attack token's probably going to be wasted. Oh, well.
Point the way, and I'll make the way. Together, we are stronger than stone, faster than the wind. Throw another rock.
You cannot stop me.
Although the level did make her trigger Titanic, so that's pretty good.
The stones. Some rocks.
And just like that, it's game. GG.
We should do this more often.
See ya, Saya-chan. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, so 6-star Taliyah is pretty good. You have some different build diversity on how you want to play her, and she is solid, but she is very unit focused, and if your kind of game plan isn't working out, it's pretty easy to get countered with her and not really able to dig your way out of it. I think she is solid, but I think she's so much less flexible than many other champions. And even though she's strong for a 6-star, many other champions still outshine her. I kind of feel like she's definitely below Volibear. Volibear just has also massive units, but also just tons more removal. I think she's probably more like bottom of B right now. Like, still solid, but I think there's many of the champions that do what she does, but better. Because she has really big units, and that's good, but she has no control, she has no removal, and if your units get shut down, you're going to have a bad time. Like, yes, you still have your spell or skill effect now with the 6-star, but I still think many of the champions are just way better. Is this a 6-star tier list or champions with the 6-star? We're ranking the entire champion, not just their individual 6-stars. So we're not just ranking champion 6-star. If we were only ranking their 6-star itself, then Darius would immediately go into probably the F tier. We're ranking the entire champion. I can see her going to C easily. Yeah, she is probably going to end up in C tier. Because I'm just looking at a lot of the champions, and yeah, I think we'll move her down because she's definitely going to end up going down here anyways. She is good, but she's just very not versatile. And if your main win condition gets shut down, there's not much you can do. There's not a lot of ways you can kind of come back in this situation. Because the fact that you have baseline no removal, I don't think, no CC, and you're only relying on your units essentially is a bit rough. Shouldn't Darius go up a bit? He can clear nightmares. Potentially, but I still think, like, while Darius is good, I think he's still going to get pushed down by many other champions. Yeah, I think we'll leave this here for now, but all of this is subject to change as we continue to rate different champions. But yeah, Taliyah's 6-star. I mean, all of the champions are good. All of the 6-stars, all the 6-star champions are strong, but some are stronger than others. All right, let's go ahead and leave it there. I think Morgana is fine. I think Morgana's is probably a little bit boring, but I think it's going to give you a lot of power. Volibear is not at all the worst 6-star. For one, I like Volibear. I think he's more powerful than Darius. I think you have a lot more utility and removal. Darius somewhat has the same issue as Taliyah, where while he does have some removal and he does have some control built into his star powers, Volibear has way more removal. Like, the amount of removal you have with Volibear is insane. Also, Volibear's 6-star, I mean, we did a whole video covering it, but his 6-star is actually quite good because your sigils are a play effect. This is a summon effect, so you can abuse this in many ways. 4-star Volibear is probably the worst 4-star out of all the champions. All right, I think that's where we'll call it for today. We'll continue to rate other 6-star champions throughout the week, continuing to add to the tier list. We'll probably try to do the tier list potentially early next week, but I got to get ahead on video editing. Thank you all for chilling with me. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow. See ya.